Let's take a tour of this 2005 Proline 32 Express for sale in Palm Beach County, Florida. When it comes to outboard express boats with 100% composite construction and 4-stroke power, the 32 Express by Proline is unrivaled, and that's the reason it's still in production today. With a beam overall of 10 foot 10 inches and a length of 33 feet, this outboard express boat is in immaculate condition and it's ready for its next proud owner. At the Transom, twin Honda 225 4-stroke engines with low hours. This boat has received a recent full service and is in turnkey condition. You're going to see everything working on this boat. When you look at other boats on the market, compare it to this one. Look at the vinyl, fold-down bench, back seat. Great when you're out with your friends. Awesome, though, when you want to fold it down. Great rear cooler for any drinks when you're headed out offshore. 3-step telescoping ladder and a beautiful swim platform for getting in and out of the water at the sandbar. Huge fish boxes that are macerated overboard. They don't empty into the bilge. Keep everything very clean. 100% composite construction. There's your battery switches. Everything clean and labeled. 30-gallon freshwater washdown at the Transom. Very convenient for washing out your snorkel gear. The best bilge access in the industry on the 32 Express. You can get at every pump, every battery, everything very easily. Great bolsters on the port and starboard side, stainless toe kicks, as well as wonderful rod storage. There is your shore power hookups and obviously your Coast Guard fire extinguisher. 55-gallon PSI raw water washdown with a 25-foot coil hose. Everything, look at the compartments, extremely clean. Storage and coolers are abundant for your favorite beverages, and seating is abundant as well. Great access to your storage for your Plano taco boxes when you're headed out offshore for a serious day of fishing. Huge blue live well, oval in shape to keep the bait fish fresh. Spreader lights at the rear in the evening. Take a look at this boat, how everything is working. Courtesy lights all around. Nav lights on the T-top, hatch to let ventilation into the windshield. Go test the other boats. When the owners give you a blank stare or tell you they don't know if things are working or not, why waste your time? You're going to spend thousands of dollars fixing little knickknacks here and there on other boats that everything is not working. That's the difference. This boat is 100% turnkey and ready for its next proud owner. The things are working on this boat. Stop wasting your time looking at junk. Bennett hydraulic trim tabs, the best in the industry, great for leveling out the load. Furuno radar, working beautifully for seeing things in the evening. Dual GPSs, you have a Lowrance primary unit with depth and speed, and a touchscreen brand new Garmin 740S GPS as well. Beautiful unit. Look at the quality of the vinyl on the passenger L settee. Look at the cup holder storage. Look at the cleanliness and the shine of the gel coat. Look at the condition of the storage in the compartments. And there's your brand new shore power cord coming along with this boat. Probably the best helm seat in its class. Flip up bolster for standing when you're riding. It slides forward and aft as needed. Extremely comfortable, and the vinyl's in great shape. Huge hardtop on this boat with courtesy lighting for the evening and daytime. Also an Icon VHF radio for weather and talking to other boaters as needed, as well as your JBL sound system. Huge, secure transom boarding door. Looking in the cabin, note the cleanliness. Go look at the other boats. Great hydraulic table that comes up and down as needed, whether it serves as a bed or as a sitting area for dining in the evenings. All the lights work, the speakers work, the hatches work. There's no leaks in the headliner. Look at the other boats out there. Note the difference. You're going to look at other boats where nothing works. The lights are broken. The hatches are leaking. The fabric is stained. Note the difference. Largest mid-cabin in its class. Note the fiberglass floor, which drains overboard. Very easy to keep clean. Huge stand-up headroom. 6'9" headroom in the cabin. Great head areas. Walk-in head area with stand-up shower, vacuum flush head, sink with a hatch to let airflow in, and there are air-conditioned vents throughout the whole cabin. The mid-cabin, there's an air-conditioned vent in the head, and that is a wonderful feature. The top-of-the-line vacuum flush head, it's the best in the industry. Once you've had one of these, you'd have no other unit in your boat. The vacuum flush system in the marine industry is considered the foremost head that you can buy in a boat. DVD system with a 12-inch LCD display working beautifully. Great in the evening when you have your kids on board. Corian countertops, the same as you'd find in the finest homes on the market. Great hot and cold system on this boat, and you can see the kitchen sink is not some small dinky sink. It is a large kitchen sink. Again, note how everything is working on this boat. Right now we're hooked up to 120 volts. We can also show you how the stove is working beautifully. Great in the evening if you want to cook up something warm, make some coffee in the morning. Microwave as well, working beautifully, and it is like new, never used inside. Once again, notice the cleanliness of this boat. With an MSRP nearing $250,000, you have a chance to get this at a fraction of its new cost with the life left in it of only 650 hours on the original Honda 4-stroke power. Beautiful refrigerator with matching grain on the front that you would see in a high-end kitchen. Tank watch system, Kohler generator ready, Polar Bay AC 12,000 BTU, brand new Clarion sound system, and your full complement of 120 and 12 volt panel all ready to go, and everything is working. All the breakers clean, no rust, no mildew, nothing. It's in very clean condition. Look at the rest on the market, note the difference. Now what everybody wants to see, the sea trial. Let's fire up the Honda 225 4-strokes with only 650 hours on these engines. They are in pristine condition, and they start up on turnkey just like you're seeing. Recent water pumps, gear oil changes, engine oil changes, spark plug changes. They've been fully gone over by a mechanic, and they are turnkey and ready for their next proud owner. And wait till you see the performance you get out of this package on the 32 Express. Let's talk about details. The 32 Express has a 22 degrees dead rise at the transom, which rivals some of the highest performance boats in the industry. And what that produces is an exceptional ride in offshore conditions. Power, trim, and tilt both on the engine and at the helm, and you have easy flush out capability, which is done after every ride. Here we are out in the Atlantic Ocean to show how well she handles the seas. First, let's take the boat up on plane at a normal cruise speed. And you can see how quickly she came out of the water from a dead stop out here in the Atlantic Ocean here off Palm Beach, Florida today. Beautiful day to be out with your friends and family, cruising out in the ocean to your favorite fishing spot or headed to your favorite sandbar for a day at the beach. Here we are at 4,600 RPM, and that puts us right at 30 mph, which is a very good cruise. It's somewhat of a fast cruise on this boat. You can back it down to 4,300 or 4,500 and have your high 20 cruise for maximum MPG or miles to the gallon. But you can see the condition of the beautiful tower and the aluminum pipework on this boat and how well she runs. She handles the seas very well with that 22-degree dead rise. With the wide 10-foot 10-inch beam, she's also stable at rest. It's really the best of the both worlds to have a deep V transom as well as that wide beam, which gives you that stability at rest when you're offshore fishing on the drift. As you know, this Honda 225 Power is considered the best in the industry. The Coast Guard has a contract with them, and you see multiple engines of the Honda variety in a 6,000 plus hour arena with very little service done to them in commercial applications. Unlike these engines, which were recently serviced and turnkey for their next owner with only 650 hours, they have so much life left in them, they're in great condition. You can imagine being offshore, literally 2.5 hours to the Bahamas. You can be putting your lines in the water immediately, but at the same time, when you tie up at the dock with the creature comforts that this boat has, you can have the air condition on and you can have a beautiful night on the boat anytime at your favorite marina. Returning the boat back to idle, notice how smooth the engines are, and that's 4-stroke power. If you haven't had Honda 4-stroke engines before, you owe it to yourself to see how well they perform. And when you look at the reviews on the Hondas, you know they are proven. Now what everybody wants to see, the wide open sea trowel run. Do the engines run well? It's the key sign of performance. Do they turn full RPM? And these Hondas do it well. When we trim them out, we're gonna hit 6,000 RPMs, which is right at the top of the manufacturer's OEM specification. And that tells you how well these engines are running. And depending upon load and conditions, we're going to see a speed between 36 and 40 miles per hour at that 6,000 RPMs, trimmed out perfectly in good conditions. With a 32 Express, with all the features and equipment this boat has, that's really moving. Keep in mind, in most normal conditions, to maximize your fuel economy, you're going to look to average at 25 to 30 miles per hour with cruise speed. The beautiful thing about this boat is it has 100% composite construction, low 650-hour Honda 4-stroke power. It's in great condition when you compare it to the other boats on the market. It's been recently buffed and waxed. Everything is working on the boat as intended. When you look at all the other boats in the market and you test the systems and you bring out surveyors and you bring out people, they're going to tell you that each one of these items is going to cost you hundreds if not thousands to fix. That's the difference. Do you want to spend your time fixing a boat, or do you want to turn the key and head offshore? That's the difference in this boat versus the rest on the market. And these Honda 225 4-strokes with only 650 hours have so much life left in them. When you see the thousands of hours people are getting on these, this is a beautiful boat, and it rivals anything on the market, and it is a great package for its next proud owner. Not many other boats on the market can get you well over 1.5 miles to the gallon in fuel economy, fit 6 or 7 of your friends out on the boat to head offshore, and at the same time when you head back to the marina, sleep a few comfortably in the cabin with the large V-berth that can sleep 4, as well as the large mid-cabin for either 2 adults or a few kids. It is a great all-around package. You could consider it the SUV of boats. Whether you fish it, go out to the favorite restaurant in the evenings, or head to the dock, this is the perfect package to do it well. One final test on the Proline 32 Express. We're going to spin her quick, and you're going to see how fast she turns with this Honda outboard power and the C-Star hydraulic steering. And we're going to head over our wake and show you how well she rides. There's no rattles, there's no creaks. This is a solid heavy-duty boat with 100% composite construction. And some other inferior boats on the market, you might hear banging, you might hear thuds. With 22 degrees of dead rise, this boat will run against anything in its class. Just imagine being out with your friends and family on a beautiful day out in the ocean, headed to the sandbar, going to your favorite dockside restaurant. There is no better boat to do it on. This 32 Proline Express with Honda 225 4-stroke power with only 650 hours will do it well. There is an optional triple axle trailer if the next owner would like it, and look at the recent buff at the hull sides. It is in great condition. It's shined up beautifully. Take a look at that. Great gloss on the hull. No surprises for the next owner. This is a turnkey boat. It is in great shape, and it's ready for the next person to enjoy it. This 32 Proline Express is a great value on the market with only 650 hours, turnkey condition, all the manuals, great isinglass enclosure. Everything is ready to go for its next proud owner. Hope you enjoyed this video tour and sea trial. Please contact the owner with any questions.